Hey, it's Joel. We're at the Rocky Mountain RepRap Show 2026. This is John. You've seen him before. PCTG.
Polycyclohexylene dimethylene terephthalate glycol.
How you doing, man?
Good, how about yourself?
I'm doing great. And it's cool to see you after a year because I feel like since we've chatted last, the PCTG world has just exploded.
Yes.
Because you've got new colors.
Yep.
You also have new additives that really give us some different mechanical properties that people really wanted in the material, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the new colors, because PCTG, people thought it was a engineering grade material, and typically engineering grade materials aren't offered in the pretty colors that people want to print their things in, but you've changed that.
Yes. Last year at this time, we had about 30, maybe 35 colors. We had just come out with 4 transparent colors. And since then, we've added over 20 colors. So you're absolutely right. PCTG was considered more of an engineering or a more functional material. But what people were wanting, because functional, for a lot of creators and designers and people that run print farms and make products, is these products are going out to customers.
Absolutely,
and the customers want something that is going to match what they are. You know, they want something not just technically functional, but something that's visually practical within their home or within their workshop.
That makes a lot of sense.
So 10 of the new colors that we have are part of our Toolbox lineup.
Really?
So we have a lot of people that 3D print tool holders, accessories, pack out kits, inserts, etc. for their power tools, and they wanted something that perfectly matches their tool. And
I see a toolbox over there that happens to, can I grab it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, because this is relevant to what we're talking about, because this is very Milwaukee red.
Yes. Yeah, well, and I mean, the thing is, we had so many colors that were close to tools, to the right color, but they weren't close enough. And when you're talking to a customer, when they have so many other products they could be buying on TikTok Shop or Amazon or Etsy or whatever, they want something that's a perfect match.
Right.
So we worked with our colorant manufacturer to have a perfect match. Now, of course, we can't call these Milwaukee red. This is Toolbox red. We have Toolbox green, Toolbox teal, etc.
Yeah.
But everyone kind of has their brand that they've kind of aligned around. It's like you know, the Harry Potter house for adults.
The Harry Potter house for adults. That's a good point.
But where to put you?
Has the reception been good for that?
It's been very good. Yeah, we have some print farms that have moved completely away from PETG to PCTG specifically for this. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
I think you're going to start seeing that talked about a lot more, that we have those colors. But we also have, we've added some transparent colors too. So for example, we have our transparent atomic purple. We have a couple of vases over there.
That's over there, right?
Show that up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, transparent atomic purple.
Yeah, so think,
look at that.
Think 90s Nintendo Game Boy enclosure, or N64,
yes.
You know, like those plastic.
Oh my gosh,
enclosures.
this is, yes, I had this Game Boy.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so we've had some really fun projects that are using that color. And then with the transparent ice blue, that is directly inspired by, yep, that's the one over there. That is directly inspired by a Lego lightsaber blade blue. When we had our colorant manufacturer match it, that's what we sent in to have them match. And those two colors just accent each other really nicely too. That's just kind of a fun benefit.
Seeing these colors just brings me joy. It activates something in the back of my head where it's like, hey, these colors, you know these.
Yeah, we wanted to make PCTG more approachable and quite frankly more attractive for more people to be able to start using. And as part of that too, last year, retail price point was $10 higher per spool than it is now. So
that's right. I saw something. You brought the price down.
Yeah, which is something different than what a lot of other filament manufacturers in the US are doing right now. But we've worked really hard to expand capacity, really streamline our manufacturing operation. We really believe in PCTG as a material. So it's really exciting to be able to do that.
What is the raw materials color property? Is it transparent?
Yeah,
it is clear.
Yeah, so we actually have the uncolored version right there. I mean, again, the transparent is really good for showing off PCTG. So that is the transparent or the natural color of PCTG.
Oh, I see. So then by adding the colorants to kind of flavor the transparency, if you will, that doesn't change the mechanical properties of the material.
Correct. Yep. So the mechanical properties will remain the same. Now, if you're looking for different mechanical properties, that's where we've added a carbon fiber, like 10% carbon fiber to the PCTG. So that improves the tensile strength, the flexural modulus, so you're going to have a stiffer part.
Okay.
You do lose some impact toughness as a result of that, but stiffer usually means a little more brittle.
It's a stiffer part because it does have some bend to it without the carbon fiber. But with carbon fiber, not as bendy, but you lose a little bit of impact strength.
Right, you lose some impact strength. Now, if you want to lose less impact strength, that's where we have that's where we have 10% glass fiber PCTG. But the other great thing about the glass fiber is you're able to add color to it. We had a lot of people asking, like, hey, the carbon fiber is fantastic. It's got the stiffness that I need. It's great for like tooling, fixtures, that kind of that sort of thing. But it's very difficult to color carbon fiber because the inherent nature of it is you have all these black carbon fiber particles in there, and so that it's not impossible to color it, but it's just more challenging to have it be consistent.
Do you have some carbon fiber and glass fiber
so
parts?
if you grab that drone frame over there that's on that box, so this is not our model, or it's not our design. I want to be very clear about that, but this is it's an FPV drone frame printed in 10% carbon fiber, and it's hollow. So it's printed using 2 shells, 0% infill. Yeah, go ahead. And then that carbon fiber helps stiffen that part up. And
it's really stiff for just being hollow.
It's going to have better impact toughness than a PET-G CF because of the inherent properties of the PCTG having a higher impact toughness.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right. And I mean, aesthetically, it's really cool, but this is a material that you wouldn't print just for the aesthetics. Like it costs more money. We have to go through a different compounding step. It's harder on our production equipment, so more frequent downtime.
But it is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Like, it's gorgeous.
It doesn't weigh anything.
No, it's very lightweight. The carbon fiber PCTG is I think it's 4% lighter than the neat PCTG, because that carbon fiber, because it's a lighter weight material, it lightens up the entire filament itself.
Oh, I see. There's less mass?
Yes, less mass.
Nailed it.
Because we sell filament by the kilogram, there's actually more volume of filament on a 1 kilogram spool of PCTG CF.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay. So what about the glass fiber stuff? Where's
glass fiber. So this is the natural 10% carbon fiber, or 10% glass fiber PCTG. It's been manhandled quite a bit.
I was just going to say.
Week. Yeah, you tell someone, oh, feel how flexible it is, and then someone bends it to 90 degrees. It's like, well, no, not quite like that.
Yeah,
like it's good. It's not that good. But that's what the glass fiber looks like with no color added to it. Yeah. So both of these parts here, these are both done in the Toolbox Red. This is Toolbox Red without the glass fibers, and this is Toolbox Red with glass fibers. So the color, it hides the layer lines so well.
Oh, it gives it a matte sort of texture, may I?
Yeah, and again, these were pieces that were manhandled quite a bit at Rapid.
I'm surprised they look this good after Rapid and Rocky Mountain.
Shipping and all of that, yes. And the other thing that adding the glass fiber and the carbon fiber does is it increases the heat distortion temperature of the material, because it maintains its shape longer when there's heat. So that's where the fiber reinforcement really helps, and that's how you get that increase in the HDT value. So for glass fiber, you're seeing an HDT increase of about 5 to 10 degrees Celsius over the neat PCTG.
Neat being just the raw
exactly, the raw with no fibers added.
Oh, that's not bad. And that could approach like that temperature ceiling that a user is looking for, where they just needed a little bit more.
Right.
All of a sudden you're like, yo, we got you.
Right, well, exactly. And I mean, between the inherent heat resistance of PCTG plus the fiber reinforcement, it just makes it so much more practical for end use cases.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing before we go. I know it's going to be busy. You made some vehicles, man!
Yes, now these did not survive the shipping process quite as well as I would have liked, but these are 3D sets models.
Oh, those are great. Those are fantastic.
It's been a really fun build. And yeah, I mean, this Mogster is printed entirely out of PCTG.
As it should be.
Yeah, and so a lot of like the black accents, that's printed in the matte black PCTG.
Okay.
And the matte black, that's where we have a lower percentage of carbon fiber, 4%, and that's for the more aesthetic purposes. That way, it's less wear and tear, keeps the cost lower, but still
getting that aesthetic. Can you still send it through a brass nozzle?
No, I wouldn't recommend.
Okay.
I mean, can you? Yes.
Yeah.
Should you? No.
Not a good idea.
And then the drivetrain on this is entirely 10% carbon fiber PCTG.
Oh, that's cool.
So we wanted to have that additional stiffness. So that's really good for like the.
Why the carbon fiber, not the glass fiber?
Honestly, we hadn't produced enough of the glass fiber filament
yet. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, we hadn't done our trial run yet. The other reason why is the carbon fiber is going to be stiffer than the glass fiber is.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so the glass fiber is going to have more impact toughness relative to the carbon fiber, but it's going to, as a result, have less stiffness.
I see. So okay.
Yeah, so it's all about trade-offs. If you're looking for the ultimate stiffness in PCTG, carbon fiber. If you're looking for that blend of the impact toughness and the stiffness, glass fiber is going to be your best friend.
And if you're looking for 50 plus colors now,
yes,
you also have that available.
Yep, 50 plus, and I am going to grab this coloring real quick because with full spectrum printing, the question on everyone's lips is, Where's your CMY? What do you have for CMY options? Well, we are working with our colorant manufacturer to get a true CMY.
So
CMY.
cyan, magenta, yellow,
Yep.
and black,
And
which
then
you already
black
have.
or
Okay.
white.
Well, at this point, John, I think the audience has a lot of really good information, but just take a moment and tell them where they can go to find out more.
Yeah, to learn more about PCTG, especially 3D-Fuel's PCTG, 3dfuel.com. That's going to be your best bet.
Well, thanks for watching this awesome episode from the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Show. Go visit the link in the description. Hug each other more. And as always, high five. You want one?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, always
Oh,
crisp.
that's going to last a
Always
bit,
crisp.
man.